Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hi.
Well, wait, should we wait for an answer back? How long do we have to wait? Is anyone going to answer back?
I froze. What is this?
We talk and they listen. They don't talk back?
The voices in my head. What's going on? This is We Should Be Better at This. My name is Chris Donovan.
And I'm Eric Lecky. Thank you for joining us for another week.
The theme of this show is we have no fucking clue.
We have no clue. Which is, by the way, the theme of every show. We have a consistency going. Your song at the beginning,
yes.
the classic, the chicken song, the chicken dance. Yes.
Every wedding song, every person has that at their wedding.
How do you think that started? Because you're absolutely right. I think literally every wedding I've ever gone to has the chicken dance song.
That one, YMCA.
Yes.
And a little bit quieter now. A little bit quieter
shout.
now.
Yeah. You're right. Is that like a requirement? Like when you get your DJ license, they're like, "Sir, you have to have these 3 songs on you at all times."
No, it's one of those plagues of drunk uncle.
Because drunk or drunk aunt dancing. The aunt wants to dance.
I mean, who wants to do the chicken dance unless you're drunk?
Who really wants to go to a wedding unless you're drunk?
Well,
I didn't even want to go to my own wedding.
You didn't, actually.
And I liked her and everything.
You hired someone for $5. Can you just stand here for me?
Can you stand here?
You have one line. It's, I do.
Don't mess it up.
Do not use tongue.
So, you do not have permission to use tongue. So, speaking of the chicken dance song, I don't know if you've heard the absolute war that is going on that is tearing our country apart.
I have not. Can you please? Is this
It's not Trump related. It's not political related.
Okay.
What's tearing our country apart is the Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes chicken sandwich debate. The great debate that could cause another civil war. People are taking sides. Who has the better chicken sandwich? Popeye's chicken sandwich or Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich? Now, Chick-fil-A claims to have invented the chicken sandwich, which I've ranted...
How could Chick-fil-A invent the chicken sandwich?
Right, and I've ranted on this, one of our earliest podcasts, I think one of our first or second episodes. I don't like how they claim they invented the chicken sandwich. You're telling me that no one in history has ever thought of putting chicken with bread before.
I know,
Like,
right?
really? Come on.
I mean, even the chicken and waffles.
And by the way, Chick-fil-A was invented in like 1960. You're telling me in like 1940 no one has ever like, you know what would go good in a sandwich? Chicken.
I'm going to put it on a sandwich.
But apparently they claim to have invented the chicken sandwich. But Popeyes is now getting into the fray, and they say that theirs is better. It started a whole Twitter war. Even celebrities were getting involved, saying, "Oh, Chick-fil-A is way better." No, Popeyes is way better, and all that. So where do you stand on the great chicken debate?
Well, I have a few questions first.
Yes.
Okay. First.
No, and this is not the great choking the chicken debate.
Oh.
So you might have to recalculate and reform your opinion.
The show.
We know where you stand.
The show
on
is not brought to you by KY.
Yeah.
First question: is there more light meat on one side or not? Is there a dark meat side?
I think
is there gristle?
No, I think they're both white meat, and they both have a breaded outer thing,
deep fried kind of thing.
I'm a big fan of the Chick-fil-A one because I think it's really quite
good.
good.
The sandwich is good. Yeah.
Yeah, the sandwich is good. The Popeyes one seems very sugary syrup coating on it. Like it seems a little bit more.
It's got that chicken and waffles taint.
Ooh, but chicken and waffles is pretty.
I know
good.
it's really fucking good.
It's really good.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, not knowing the battle, ever hearing about it before you brought it up.
I can't believe you haven't.
And honestly,
where have you been? Under a rock?
Maybe.
Okay then.
Yeah, I might have been under a rock. You know, but
we're gonna go get one. Right.
Me, I was doing push-ups.
Push-ups.
Bench press.
We're gonna go get a chicken sandwich right now, and I say, Chris, we could either get you a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich or a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Which one am I bringing back to you?
Chick-fil-A.
And why is that?
Because I've never been to Popeyes.
Yeah?
Well, I never got their chicken sandwich. I've had their chicken, which is really damn good.
Yeah.
So actually, I might say Popeyes because I want to try something new.
Popeyes came out with a tweet that said something like, we've sold more chicken sandwiches than Chick-fil-A or something like that. And it was just by a little bit, like they barely beat them. And then Chick-fil-A tweeted back out and said, yeah, just imagine how many we'd sell if we were open on Sundays. Which I thought was a nice little burn. But anyways, I think I stand with Chick-fil-A too. I think I'm more of a. I think their sandwiches are. By the way, they look a little bigger. I think you get more for your money.
You actually get more meat rather than.
I like it when it's like hanging out over the side of the bun.
I mean, like you pull like the corn on the cob, where you put your teeth out and you just eat around the side, and you make sure the chicken's perfectly shaped to the bun. Yeah.
Yeah. We are still talking about chicken.
Is that guy looking at me weird with my hand gestures?
No,
he's all,
but I really wish our
likes
listeners
that
could see your hand gestures.
microphone.
So, hey, tell me about this comedy show that never was.
Then the comedy show that never happened. Well, I've been trying to work with a new venue here in Southern California to do a weekly comedy show. I said, let's kick it off with a big charity show. And we had to cancel due to technical difficulties. Mm-hmm.
As in technically this happened?
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So then I have a meeting with them tomorrow. That's pretty much it. Like, I want to do it, but I don't. They don't listen to this podcast.
It's for charity, though. So is it?
The first one was for charity. After that, I actually make money.
No, you can't do that. You're not allowed to make money. That's against everything
every
you believe.
single job
That's against everything you believe in.
Every single job I've had has actually been against me making money.
Yeah, even when they say you have a salary, you're like, how am I coming out behind?
Yeah,
on this?
right. Why do I still not have any cash at all? All right.
Well, that's
pretty much it. So this is funner.com. Just go there for all the updates.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll hook up something. I would like to go out and maybe broadcast live from one of those shows. Ah, the slurp of the straw. Sir, are you using a plastic straw?
I am, and I'm in California.
Breaking the law? I think that's a hangable offense, I think, in this state.
Hangable. I don't think California knows what the word hangable is unless it's at a pride concert.
I was going to say, I barely know what it is, too. I know what autoerotic asphyxiation is.
Oh,
but
okay. All right,
yeah.
Carradine.
Yeah, nice. So the family and I, last week...
Yeah, you guys did something, right?
We went to the Weird Al concert.
Yeah, he's still alive. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
How bad was it?
No, it was super cool.
Was it?
It was super cool. He played with
Did you eat a lot?
No, because why would I spend money at a concert venue?
I don't know. I just figured you know.
No, I took him out for like the cheapest food possible beforehand and said, fill up your tummies, everybody, because I'm a cheapskate, dude. Why do you want to pay?
That's like you only paying for UHF.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely true.
It's 100%.
It's 100% true. He was fantastic. He's actually a guy I've seen live probably 8 times.
I heard he has a house in an Amish paradise.
No, he does not.
He does not.
That's fake news.
But he rides dirty.
He does ride dirty. With Chingy.
Yeah,
you know that guy's name?
Yeah.
No, but the show is really good. He actually had a 41-piece orchestra with him.
Wow.
Which was really cool.
Why 41?
Because 42 is the devil's symbol.
One of the
I don't know.
players didn't show up.
Yes. But it was funny. At one point, he was in the middle of a song, and he turns and he goes, quick, oboe solo, and he points to the oboe. He points to the oboe player who's caught completely off guard, and she goes, and then plays like a note. He's all, that's enough of the oboe solo, and then they continue on. But he's really funny live. He's a great live show, and it was a great mixture of young and old too. I mean, you see the couples in their 60s and 70s there, and you see like 5-year-olds there, and it's a good stretch. There's a lot of famous people there. Jack Black. Will Ferrell was there.
Where was it at again?
At the Greek Theater in Los Angeles, which is a great place to see a venue.
Yeah, it's not cheap either. So
it was not cheap. Parking at the Greek. Have you ever parked at the Greek?
No. I don't park anywhere in LA.
Yeah,
you either get a hotel or Airbnb, and then
it's pretty bad.
And then Uber it.
We even parked 5 miles away and took a shuttle there, and it still took us close to an hour to get out. From where we were.
You probably could have walked to your car.
Yeah.
100%.
And tomorrow, the family and I...
What do you guys got going tomorrow? See, and I had all the vacations this summer.
Well, tomorrow we have our Rolling Stones concert, which is really significant because
you know what? Something happened today.
They only have 3 shows left in the United States, and they're not scheduled to come back for 5 years. But in 5 years, they're going to be 81 and 82 years old. I have a feeling they're not coming back.
There's only 2 Stones left?
No.
Oh.
They're all there. There's one that died in 1966, but I mean he's been dead a long time. Yeah. So, but no, they're all alive.
Okay,
and,
well that's gonna be fun.
Unless they die in the next 24 hours, I think we're gonna see them. They're so gonna die.
Sorry, he had to say that when I put a piece of ice in my mouth. Yeah, they're dead. Like they're pretty much down.
This
the way
just
to the
did.
concert.
They all had heart attacks at the same time.
Like, you will be at the concert sitting in your chair when you get the news.
When they're like, oh no. I have a question for you about concerts, though, or just about these big events in
right.
general. So you just said that you kind of try to avoid parking at all costs, and I think we know why.
I hate it.
Have you ever had your car? Have you ever like been lost your car or couldn't find your car, kind of a thing, coming out of a parking, like out of a concert or something?
Dude, where's my car?
Can't say I have.
Or have you ever been stuck? I mean, I don't know about you, where it's like
I've been stuck lots of places.
Yeah, but I meant like after a concert, like how everyone's trying to get out at the same time.
Yeah.
And they don't have it. It seems like they never have it organized very well for the end of a concert.
The worst one I had was in San Diego. It used to be this mattress first sleep train amphitheater, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
There's one way in and one way out.
Oh, Jesus.
I spent an extra $20 to get the VIP parking. And I did the same thing at the very last Gwen Stefani show at the Irvine Meadows, which was whatever they called it at that point.
I don't know what they call it now.
Yes, it's gone now. It's tore down. So Verizon Amphitheater, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. It was Verizon Amphitheater.
So I would pay a little bit extra, but every single time I pay a little bit extra to go to those amphitheaters, I always get screwed. And literally, I start leaving the parking lot, and I'm sitting in the same spot for a good, like 35, 40 minutes before you even get to
Before
move
you get
at
to
all.
move.
Yeah.
But
so we always bring, an ice chest.
Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. What's funny is that we've evolved and increased our technological expertise in so many areas in this world, right?
Yes.
But the concept of how to get the flow out of a concert has not improved in 50 years. Like, it hasn't got better. But yet, meanwhile, when we went to Rome on vacation,
Yeah.
the amphitheater in Rome, the Colosseum, where they would fight, that was designed to have, it would hold 50,000 people.
That's crazy.
It was designed to have all 50,000 people be able to leave within 10 minutes. That was in 500 BC. But yet now,
Yeah, we can't figure
out how to do it.
They're like, oh my God, you added cars. We're screwed.
We're screwed.
Oh, no.
So I don't know. How do you think they would get it better? What would you do different?
Maybe
more than
for
one exit.
Cancel all concerts.
Really? Yeah.
Cancel all
I know
concerts.
you're really anti-music.
Create a holograph.
Yeah.
And just sell hologram players to people. And then you don't have to have concerts. You can just put on the concert in your house.
In your
the
house.
hologram's there. It's like right there. And you got the speakers going and people are there.
But how will I pay $15 for French fries if you're having it in my home?
Postmates.
Ah.
I've got it all thought out.
That is also $15 to get. But anyways, we had a ton of fun and it was great.
That's cool.
And the other thing that happened this week was, I don't want to ask you about this, is cell phone warranties. Have you ever had to turn your phone in, to get repaired or anything like that?
Yes,
Warranty?
all the time. My wife drops her phone like it's a freaking ball.
So the new way, it's a ball. The new way they're doing warranties, which is quite frustrating, is they're writing in it where it says, and I've learned this just from asking around.
Okay.
It says on there, if there are any physical damages to the phone, the screen, or anything at all, the warranty is void. Name me one person in America who has a completely unscratched phone with no buff marks, nothing like that. It's impossible. So they literally wrote something so that they don't have to ever honor the warranty.
100%. And one funny thing is I actually got out. I got around that once because it was the iPhone 4 or 5 or whatever I had, but the button, it was like the switch that turned it loud to not loud or on or off or whatever it was back then. Whatever the button or switch on the side did, it stopped working. And they looked at my phone and they're like, hey, your phone's not messed up at all. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. I take care of my phone pretty good. He's okay. Well, this is covered with manufacturer warranty. So they replaced the whole thing, give me a brand new phone.
A whole brand new phone.
Only time, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, because I don't drop my phone.
Both of Monique and my phone, we bought the same phones, and both of our phones had the same kind of failure. It was just an error. It was software error, I think. Because it was just giving us error messages and stuff like that. They took a look at the screen and were looking at it super, super close. And they're like, see this one little nick, not cracks, a nick or a surface scratch. Yeah. They said, well, that voids the whole warranty. So we're not gonna cover it.
Did you punch him in the face?
No, I did get loud. But there was no punching.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But there was no punching.
No, it's not like a homeless guy in New York.
Yeah, or anything like that.
You're going to scour down.
It's very frustrating. So they're literally designing these warranties so that they never have to pay them.
It's just like when you click on a website where it's like, check this box to accept all liabilities. And it's like, okay, we're going to have all of your information. Yeah. And now you can't do anything.
You can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. This is going to suck.
Another story I got is, did you hear the story about the guy? And this is pretty rare. This doesn't happen all the time. No.
The story about the guy?
The story about the guy.
Okay.
He's from Nantucket. I don't know if you heard the stories about him.
Did. He has a snake.
That's really, really long.
It's a snake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like Anaconda.
But it don't want none unless you got buns on.
Well,
so there's this guy who ended up as the only passenger on a Delta flight going from Aspen to St. Petersburg, Florida.
Aspen, Colorado.
So there's a picture of him sitting in the
to
plane.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Right.
And he's the only one going from cold to hot.
Yeah, the only person on the plane. And this isn't some red-eye flight. This was a flight.
Just a mistake?
It was like a 4 p.m.
What
flight.
happened?
So he thought it was going to be an overbooked flight because he says he's taken this route before and it's like pretty full.
Yeah.
For some reason, they didn't sell any tickets, but their rules state that they can't cancel the flight if someone's bought a ticket. So he got essentially what is a large private jet from Aspen to St. Petersburg.
That is the most amazing
They
thing.
interviewed him afterwards, and he said it was also weird because he thought it'd be fun. He'd get to roam up and down the aisles, do everything. They made him sit in the same seat. He couldn't upgrade. He couldn't do nothing.
That's whack.
Which don't you
for
think?
one.
If you're Delta, aren't you like, go ahead and sit in first class. What do we care?
You tell everybody, no, we couldn't let him do anything for company policy. But other than that, we were all sitting in the front drinking up
Yes.
all those.
Don't you think? Like I'd have the flight attendants or whatever the euphemism is for them.
The euphemism?
Air whores is what I call them.
Air
Yeah, whores in the air. Air whores. I'd be having cocktails with them. You're like, listen, it's just us. Like, sit down,
everybody
kick your
should
feet
be
up.
in VIP. Be like, all right.
Get the pilot back here. Put her on autopilot. That's all.
Yeah, we're gonna put it at 18,000 feet, and the beverage service will be back through for the 37th time.
Turn your call button on if you want service.
Yeah, please.
Dude, I would be like, listen, let me make the announcements.
I'd be mad. I know, right? Do I have to pass a screening, or is it okay because we're the only one?
Can I do the seatbelt announcements? Can I do the Can I push the cart up and down the aisles and give invisible people
imagine?
sodas?
Okay, so I've flown quite a bit, and usually I'll get a beer or two.
No,
depending on where
you
how far.
Wow.
Sometimes it's free. Other times they're like, okay, we'll charge your card. Sometimes they're like, oh, the machine's broken, so this one's on us.
Really?
So when I hear that, I'm always like, 2 more, please.
Yeah.
So can you imagine if you're on that flight and they're like, oh yeah, it's broken. Sorry. I'd be like, ding,
ding.
Can I get another one, please? Ding.
Like,
Can I get another shot?
Is there a way to just make that light stay on?
I know. Right? Can you do me a favor? Can you bring the cart and park it right here? I have a bathroom in the back. I can get right to
Have
it.
you ever watched the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Not a ton, but yes.
They have an episode where they're trying to break the Wade Boggs record, which Wade Boggs, the baseball player, on a flight, team flight, I guess drank 36 beers on the flight.
Wow.
And so they did a whole episode about trying to break Wade Boggs' record.
36 beers on
one flight.
Oh.
And so they get really drunk on the flight. That would be me in that situation. It's like, ma'am, I just want you. I don't need you to do anything else except for constantly prepare drinks.
Right. And do me one favor. Call for a wheelchair.
Yeah. You're going to need it.
And please don't mess up my shoes. They're pretty.
So I want to play a little Rankum Vacation Edition since we're winding down the summertime. All right, so Rankum, it's the end of summer, and unless Chris has 9 more vacations planned,
I do.
I want to rank some vacation spots. We're going to do this in 2 steps.
I have one this weekend.
You do? You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
It's
You're
just
gonna hate me.
nonstop.
You're gonna hate me when I bring it up too.
Okay, so the assumption is this is with a family, so it's not just a solo or couples trip. So this is a family trip.
Okay.
We're going to rank first location.
Okay.
So you're going to rank beach, mountain, desert, or forest when you're talking about a vacation with the family.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So go ahead and rank them. What do you think?
Bottom one's desert.
You're not really into the camping, seeing the stars, doing the
I grew up
whistling at coyotes.
I grew up in the desert. It's not. There's only one S because you don't want to stay long. Dessert has 2 S's because you want to be there longer.
Yes.
Dessert. Desert's number 4. I would say beach is probably 3. And
wow, that's very surprising.
And then it would have to be. It's weird because mountains and forests to me are the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I would probably say forests. Mountains would be 2 and forests would be 1. So if there's a forest, we'll camp.
You like to
if
be
there's
like in
a
the
forest
woods
on a mountain,
camping.
even better.
Okay.
But because we go every year, we try to go camping every year.
That's right. And you guys usually go out into the forest too, right?
Yeah, we like it because we don't have reception and all that stuff. Where at the beach, it's cool and all, but you get too much sand in that crack.
Yeah, that's
really
it's whack.
Yeah.
So we're actually, beach
do
for
you
us
got?
is like number 1 with a bullet. I mean, that one's like
you
number
Orange
1.
County through and
yeah,
through.
Orange County through and through. White boy here. Beach, mountain, forest, desert. I think I can. I'm with you on the desert. Like, there's not much to do there, but a lot of people camp people go to the desert a lot.
A lot of them do because they have toys. They have rhinos and dirt bikes and stuff. And I'm
toy
not
haulers
into
and
that.
stuff.
And
That's not
you're
really my
crippled.
thing. Yeah, and I would die. Let's face it. So now step 2 is, now that we've picked our location.
Okay.
So you have said forest,
say
and I've
forest
said
is probably
beach.
number 1, okay.
Now that we've picked it, step 2 is: do you want to have a basic hotel out there? Do you want to have a resort hotel? Do you want to camp? Do you want to do an Airbnb, or do you want to do a friend's house? What is better if you're in the forest?
For me and my family, I would say friend's house off the board. That's very bottom. I would do it totally, but I wouldn't do it for more than 1 night, 2 nights.
Oh, I'm sure. See, and I agree with you there, because it's what do they say? Visitors are like dead fish; they stink after 3 days.
Yeah. Also, I want my space. And I'm
Yeah,
an
big
asshole.
time. Yeah, big time.
I have like 7 personalities, and I have to keep them all in one
they
room.
each need their own room.
Yeah.
Or something. So no, I'm with you on that. I think I put that as last. But how do you feel? So you're in the forest. I mean, some people like just having the basic bare bones hotel, so you have a place to stay in a base, like a home base.
If we're camping, then that's fine with us.
But there's also camping as an option too. So it's basic hotel, resort hotel, camping, an Airbnb, or a friend's house.
We would prefer a basic hotel. Obviously, resort would be great, or an Airbnb. Those would be the top 2. Resort would be number 3. Hardcore. Camping would be number 4.
No, camping is the cheapest.
Camping would be the cheapest, but I'm not sitting in a tent with kids.
That's true.
Especially when the bear almost killed me.
Yeah, over the last one.
Yeah.
I think for us at the beach, we would pick actually the resort.
Well,
no, we picked the resort
yeah.
first. To stay on a resort hotel would be pretty damn amazing.
You mean like one in Jamaica that I'm going to on Friday?
You son of a bitch, you're going to Jamaica. Jamaican me horny.
Yeah. So I'm going to Jamaica this weekend.
Yeah, that's
I leave Friday night. I come back Wednesday. So we've got to...
How is it that when you don't have a job, you've gone to more places than I've gone in the last 3 years?
It's called midlife crisis.
Yes.
Plus, it's free. My wife's radio station sends her out there. So
since I plan on dying at age 50, my midlife crisis, I was 25. So
you know what? That's right when I met you.
Yes, which is why it was a crisis.
You're now the older Walter White, where you're just worried about making money before you die.
Before I die, yeah. So she's going down there. Is this a KGGI thing?
Yeah, she broadcasts live for 3 days from Jamaica, 2 days live and 1 day recorded, but whatever. And then they give away a trip. It's really, really cool. We've been 3 times already.
Yeah, you've been to Jamaica.
It's with sandals, so it's all inclusive. All we have to do is show up. They shuttle you there. I
hear that sandals is like, if you're going to go, that's like the best one to use.
If you're going to go and you want safety, and you go, because everybody smiles.
Have you gone off the reservation?
We have
there?
for excursions, but not for staying.
I hear a lot of people, they recommend definitely stay
on your. Yeah, they say stay. I mean, there's even people that are like out on a pier, like 50 yards away from your place. They can't get to yours, so they're out there like, hey, you want to come over here and buy a shirt? They try to lure you off. But this one's really cool. It's got a bar on the water. The bar is wrapped with hammocks, so the hammocks are over water.
Wow.
So you can drink over water.
Damn.
It's dope. I'm excited. I've been there once.
That is pretty cool.
Actually. I know.
It's
super excited.
Jesus, I'm really jealous. Actually,
I know.
That's pretty.
Actually,
See, I've always wanted to go, but we thought about doing Jamaica as a cruise, where you just get off and go for 1 day in Jamaica, and then like the next day you're in.
I did the similar thing to that.
Barbados or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I did the Southern Caribbean once. I did St. Thomas and Aruba, Barbados.
Would you rather? So you went to all the Beach Boy song locations. Aruba, Jamaica.
Yep.
Ooh, I want to take you.
I've been to not that other place, but nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, they mentioned Pomona in that song.
Do they?
No.
I didn't think so.
Because no one wants to go to Pomona.
Yeah.
So would you recommend, if you were going to Jamaica, you were recommending someone to go to Jamaica, would you say take a cruise or go to a resort?
Kids or just
with kids?
With kids.
Kids and the whole family. Wife and mistress.
With kids, wife and mistress. 2 different rooms?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Just making sure. Now, where are the mistress's kids?
No. I don't know. I won't pay for their. Pay for the child support. Yeah.
They're all 35, 40. I would say if you're taking children, there is one sandals resort. It's called Ocho Rios, where it has like Sesame Street Live, and they got kid activities. There's a ton of stuff, like a large chessboard and just a bunch of really cool things to do with kids. I would say that would be pretty damn cool. And it's all inclusive. Everything's included, including booze.
Yeah.
Where on a cruise, everything's included except for booze.
Except for booze.
Plus, but on a cruise, they can't go away anywhere.
Yeah.
Where on beaches they keep
on cruises, a lot of people get sickness. They get weird viral infections and shit like that. So I don't know if I would want to go. Kind of not.
They do. I mean, they do. Well, when they wreck and they back up and all the toilets overflow, it's like some glottum and. Yeah, but I don't care. I'd rather be on a boat doing that than sitting at some office.
Well, you going to Jamaica is definitely quite a smart thing to go do. Speaking of smart, let's do a little SMRT.
I am too smart. I am too smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
All right, as you know, SMRT is our dumb people doing fun stories that we like. Smart people, dumb people, doesn't matter. At one point, everyone qualifies for SMRT. And today's SMRT, we have exactly. This one is about a bus driver.
Okay.
Now, the wheels on the bus may go round and round, but this bus driver is going down to prison. A bus driver has been arrested after a passenger was found locked into the luggage compartment.
Wow.
A Peter Pan bus driver, which, by the way, I don't know
Hold on, Peter Pan?
Peter Pan.
What the hell?
Bus driver.
All
Peter
right.
Pan bus driver was arrested on reckless endangerment charges after a passenger called 911 from inside the compartment.
Well, a passenger would have called 911 if Peter Pan's driving the damn
Yeah,
boat.
right.
I mean, like,
to Never
come on,
Neverland.
Seriously small.
To report that she has been locked into the luggage compartment inside of a moving bus. The driver is 49-year-old Wendy Abernathy. She allegedly locked in the female passenger into the compartment because she was trying to retrieve items from her bag, and this lady said, "We don't got time for that," and was teaching her a lesson and closed the door on her and locked it, and then took off in the bus.
So who's the SMRT one on this one? The one in the luggage compartment, or the one that pushed?
You are climbing inside of a compartment. And by the way, if you don't have your shit... First of all, you're riding a bus and you're going lost. So you're already like a loser. Second of all... I said that.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll take all this. Address all of your complaints to @Sinatra's Rat Pack on Twitter.
Please do.
So you took a bus. You're already a loser. Second of all... It's just like the people on the airplane who like remember that they got to get something super important from their bag that they've already packed away, so they got to dig through and all that kind of stuff. Like I have no sympathy for those people.
Or something.
Yeah. I have no sympathy. I highly doubt it was like this person's medication that they need or else they'll die. I'm sure it was something stupid that they needed that could have waited.
Yep.
By the way, you're on a bus, so whatever.
And apparently you're stupid.
You're stupid, and you're a loser. So I kind of think they're both SMRT because you're crawling. So according to the story, she was. The luggage compartment was open. She crawled inside to find which bag was hers.
Yeah.
So you're already kind of opening yourself up for problems. Now, I know you never think you're going to be locked in, but you're
for a long time,
right.
At least. But I think this is a great marketing ploy for Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Their bus lines. It's like, everybody's going to be on that bus, and they're going to sit in their seat, and they're going to pay attention.
Right. I feel safer, honestly.
It's going to be like, listen or get locked in the luggage. Right. It's a new ploy.
I'll put baby in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
I'll put baby in the corner.
The female passenger called 911 from the compartment.
Wow.
And had to
service than I do right here.
I was going to say, I want to know what that conversation with 911 is because it's got to be something like, hello 911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, I'm locked. I'm locked in a luggage in a bus in the luggage.
Well, ma'am, if it's a bus, just ask the bus driver to please stop and
No. She's the one that locked me in here. I really have to pee.
But ma'am, it's a bus. I'm sure whenever it gets to its destination,
No. It's moving. She started moving.
Well, buses are supposed to move. That's what they do. They're getting you from point A to point B.
I'm actually I'm underneath the bus. Like, have you seen the movie Speed? I'm kind of doing that.
Ma'am, then what is your current location?
Compartment 2.
No, just make sure you're saying the streets as they go by. Ma'am, we need to know where to find you. Well, I'm at 1st Street. Now I'm at 3rd Street. Now I'm at 5th Street. We're moving. So the female passenger says she was injured and, of course, did decline medical treatment. We all know she's now going to sue.
She declined medical treatment?
But
why?
yeah, she
because
said
she had all that luggage to lay on? She's probably comfortable.
Now, question. You're locked in that luggage thing. You've already called your 911. You're waiting for help. A, I'm probably panicking a little bit, worrying that I'm going to run out of oxygen in this luggage compartment. But B, do you start just going through the other passengers' bags while you're locked in there?
It's dark as hell, too.
Right?
It's probably really dark.
Yeah.
Really dark and loud.
Really loud.
Yeah.
Do you just start like saying, fuck it, I'm in here. I'm just going to start going through luggage.
Probably.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd at least be going through mine.
Yeah.
I'd be messing with stuff.
Yeah. I'd start cutting brake lines and stuff. Like, I'd be rich and just ripping out wires.
They're not there.
No, I'm sure that if you start pulling out panels, something's going to be exposed. And you're like, I'm just going to start ripping out wires.
Can you imagine? The toilet light keeps flipping on and off. the brakes go out.
Anyways,
I'd be grabbing like people's underwear from one bag and
putting in another, and then zipping up and pretending like nothing's wrong.
happened.
People are gonna finally unlock me. I'm gonna be like, no, actually, I kind of enjoyed it there. That was fun. There's more to do down here than on a bus. Yeah. Come out with some lady's panties on your head and be like, what? No, these are mine.
Yeah, no, I found this in my bag.
All right. Well, that will do it for SMRT. I think let's go ahead and get to the list.
All right, let's do the list.
I wonder who wrote the book of life.
Okay, so the list, if you have not heard the show before, we kind of have gone to the wayside a couple times on some of our shows because we're trying to, fuck it. Let's be
we're
assholes.
not. Yeah, let's be assholes.
Yeah. Okay, so the list basically is people we can do. Yeah. Ladies and females, or males.
Yeah.
Because Eric did
pick Paul Rudd.
that we are allowed to go out and just rail. Yeah. Like, I mean, to town.
Yeah.
And luckily, both of us are broken.
Ass up, face in the pillow.
Yeah.
Right?
Both of us are broken, so
yeah,
we don't work.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
It doesn't work.
It has to be consensual, which, mind you,
that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. So basically, this is a list of people we fantasize about.
Also, this is true.
All right. So on the list, you'd find people like Scarlett Johansson, Neve Campbell. On mine, on Eric's, you'd find a lot of wags, which would be women
wives and girlfriends.
Wives and girlfriends of
like sporting athletes, musicians, stuff like that.
So this week he is picking.
I recently rewatched because I love the series of movies. The Mission Impossible movies are really good. I don't know if you're into those, but they're really, really good. The most recent one, Fallout, I think it was called, was I think their best one they've ever done. It was really, really good.
It was Fallout.
And I'm picking from that movie Vanessa Kirby. That's Vanessa Kirby right there.
I will pick her too.
Yes, and she was also in. She was not only Mission Impossible Fallout. She's actually in that Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Oh, she's in the latest Fast and Furious franchise movie.
Yes, so I've seen none of them.
Fast and Furious franchise movie. Say that 5 times fast.
If I was with her, she would take me to one of those Fast and Furious movies.
She probably would.
Yeah,
she'd probably kick your ass too.
Yeah.
She looks like she could do that.
She's got beautiful blue eyes, though.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a good pick? I like it.
Who do you got?
All right, so this week I am going to pick Naomi Scott. Now, you don't know the name.
Naomi Scott.
You don't know the name.
I do not know the name.
But I recently had watched a movie with my children, and that sounds really creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was Aladdin.
Okay.
And Jasmine?
Oh,
she banging.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
She banging.
Yeah.
So...
You like the...
and look, she's over 18, of course. Duh, I do my research.
I was going to say, you just found that out.
You
realize that you just found that out like moments ago.
Do my research. But that's my chick. That's my pick. So it was a good... It was, you know what? It was a better movie than I expected.
It wasn't bad.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I've seen the new Aladdin.
I think there's a little too much Will Smith in the genie, but then again, if I never had seen Robin Williams as the genie, I probably would have been okay with it.
And he was put in such a tough spot because the Robin Williams one was like such a fantastic version of the genie that that's kind of hard to top. So he was put in a tough spot. So I think that's a pretty good pick. Yeah, she's pretty smoking. She's pretty smoking.
She's cute.
All right. Well, next
dude.
week
That's
we'll do a
creepy.
little Rotten Tomatoes game. I'll tell you about the Rolling Stones concert. Maybe they all died. Maybe they didn't. Tune in and find out.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. This is funner.com. And then everything's up there. Eric's books. You can find us all.
Yeah.
All right,
everybody. Well, have yourself a good week. And
I'll be in Jamaica.
Yeah, I hope you get...
Don't say I hope I get anything, please, besides drunk.
I hope that you get all that drinking problems that everyone's having at these resorts.
Oh, I've already got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called alcoholism.
Well, you already have that. You had that back in the States.
Oh, I've had that since I was 12. Okay, bye.
Bye.